Hi guys, welcome back to our 3-month challenge. Today is day 14 and it is a core day. And since we are in September, we are going to be going over all the proper form for the moves in today's challenge. And if you are joining us for the first time, it is not too late to join the challenge. Just head to the description box below where you will get a promo code for 1 month free to the FitBody app, which is where the challenge is at. All right, are you guys ready? So move number 1 is going to be a decline plank. So up to now, we've just been doing regular planks. So now you need a platform and your feet are gonna go on here and your arms are gonna be down here. All right, so you want to step back, hi Rigatoni, and then start from a high plank like this, and then go down onto your forearms. And the same plank proper form tips apply, which we've already gone over before, but just to briefly cover them, you don't want your shoulders to be sunken under, okay? And you don't want to be like up in your back, but you do want your shoulders to be slightly rounded over. And then for your bottom, you don't want it to be up in the air, or you don't want your hips to be drooping. You do want a slight internal rotation of your hips. So here's if my butt was tooched up in the air, and this is with a slight internal rotation. So just remember that you don't have your hips rotated out, you want them slightly rotated inwards, and that's really gonna help you engage your core. Okay, so you can have your hands clasped like this, or you can have them here. Just be sure that you're not like, back here and putting too much pressure on your shoulders, or here. You should have your hands placed directly underneath you. All right, that move is pretty killer, but it's a really great way to up your plank game and strengthen your core in a different way than just a traditional plank. All right, move number 2 is a bird dog crunch. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your hands directly underneath your shoulders, and then you are going to extend opposite leg, opposite arm, okay? And keep your head down looking right below you, and then you're going to bring it in. It's kind of like a one arm, one leg cat-cow. Bring it in, round your back, really squeeze your core, and then back, okay? And you're going to repeat on that side for 30 seconds, then switch to the opposite side. Remember, inhale on the easy part, exhale on the hard part. Now, I was actually doing this move as a part of my tone core workout yesterday, and as I was getting through it towards the end of the reps, my balance was really suffering, so I want you to really slow down and be sure that you're not sacrificing form because your balance is off. So really slow down, stay here for a second if you need and stabilize, and then come back, squeeze. Don't hesitate to pause if you really need to work on your balance and be sure that you're stable. Then go back into the bird dog crunch, just like that. All right, move number 3 is going to be an around the world walk down. So you are going to get up. We've done quite a few regular walk downs already. So this one, we're going to be walking like around the world. And then we're gonna be going back in the opposite direction. It's really important to be sure that when you go to one side, that you go to the other side, because if you're only doing around the world walk downs this way, you're only gonna be working this side of your obliques and this side of your body. So you wanna be sure to reverse the movement to work the other side of your body as well. So same thing with a regular walk down. You wanna hinge your hips back, okay? So hinge your hips back, bend over, cross your arms, and then come back up. Try to keep your knees, you don't want them locked out, but you don't want them bent. We're not doing a squat, so just a slight bend in your knees, okay? Hi, Rigatoni. Then, please go, doing the walk down with me. Then back to the opposite side. Now there's really no pattern as far as your hand movement. This really is just about get from point A to point B and just be sure that you're engaging your core. So if you do like 2 hand placements here and then cross over, it's totally up to you. So you don't need to worry too much about that part. Just keep in mind that you're really wanting to work this side of your body, engage your core and your obliques, and then the opposite side. Move number 4 is Russian twists. So we are going to get on the ground, and you want your chest to be up, so you don't want to be, here, sorry, they need to see this form. Oops. Okay, so you don't want to be, rounding your back over, so try to keep your chest up, raise your legs, and then you're going to be shifting from side to side, and this is another move that's really going to get into your obliques. You can have your feet crossed, or you can have them just side by side, just like that, and just be sure that you're engaging your core and that you're not just swinging your body and not really actually engaging your muscles. So I want you to slow down and really ensure that you feel your core and your obliques working. All right, now on to move number 5. Last move of today's challenge is going to be mountain climbers. So remember to keep your hands placed directly underneath your shoulders. You don't want them too far forward or too far back. And you're gonna drive each knee up, and just be sure, I've talked about this quite a bit, but be sure that as you're driving your knees up, you're engaging your core, not your hip flexors. This is like move number 1 that people with hip flexor issues really get aggravated with. So if you need to slow down to ensure that you're getting that muscle engagement and your hip flexors aren't taking over, don't hesitate to do so. And if this hurts your wrist, you can go on your fists. Always start in a high plank with that slightly internally rotated pelvis so that your core is engaged. And then drive forward. And be sure that your back isn't arched in the air and that you're not drooping down. And that is it for today's challenge. You are ready to go crush your workout, and I will see you guys tomorrow.